it is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and today I am doing a 12 by 12 process video with my Secret Not So Secret Kit Club. So this is a beautiful paper from Maggie Holmes. The back has a black and white stripe, and I've used that on another layout, but I wanted to use this floral, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it as a full piece of paper or if I wanted to take the time to fussy cut it out. I do eventually just decide that fussy cutting is not really my thing today, and I'm going to use it as the background. So this is a picture of my daughter on her birthday last year, and it's just a cute, she had ordered a root beer float or something. So I'm going to use the black and white photo, so I'm going to pull in some of that black and white throughout as well. Now, I liked the black and white 6x6 pad paper that I got, but obviously it was 6x6, and I wanted to use it as a border strip for my down the side of that 12 by 12 sheet. So I knew that I had to put them together and that my layers would have to cover that seam. Same goes with that branding strip because it's from the paper pad, so it has the hole in it. And so again, I'm going to have to cover that up. So I am going to take my picture. I'm sorry if you can hear my puppy whining. She was hit by a car the other week, and so she can't do as much as she used to. So I'm sorry if you can hear her. So as far as my layering goes, I am using mostly pieces from the ephemera pack and the cut apart paper that I received in my kit. And I am pulling the pinks and the yellows because that is my color scheme. Now I like this flower. It looks very similar to the one in the paper, obviously, because it comes from the same collection, and it's beautiful. And I'm not so sure what my title's gonna be. So I like that special moments. I like that you are wonderful. I have that so. And then I look through the sticker sheet and I'm like, oh, I like all these stickers. So I pulled a piece of wax paper and applied all of the stickers to the wax paper and then just cut them apart. I didn't make you watch me cut them apart, but that's all I did. I just cut them apart so I can move everything around to see where possibly I could put things. And so I'm gonna addition several different things. The So Lovely, I've already used the Lovely die cut, but I haven't used the Lovely sticker yet. So I didn't use the So die cut, so I am going to use the So and the Lovely. One is a die cut and one is a sticker. Now this tag, I love these tags from the kit, are beautiful, beautiful gold foiling, and I knew I was going to hide some of that tag underneath this flower paper. So in order to not waste that tag, because I think that's the last one I have left. So in order not to waste it, I cut the top off, and I will use that in a future layout. So I kind of have everything pretty much in place of what I want. I've kind of gone through all the embellishments and decided what it is that I'm going to use. So now it's time for me to commit. So it's time for me to glue. So normally I don't adhere on camera, but for some reason it wasn't going to take me very long because I kind of knew where everything was, and then I could just slap it all down. So there are all of my little bits and pieces. I really used everything that came in this kit. Like that little corner piece right there is from a bingo card that I cut up. That little piece of paper that I'm sticking in there right now is the branding strip from this paper. And because it is such the tiniest little piece of paper. Now I don't save that little scrap though, by the way, just so you know. Because it's so little, there's not very much space to put that adhesive. So I am reaching up for some washi tape, and I'm going to adhere that. And that's what I'm doing with the rest of this frame as well. I had used part of this frame on a previous layout, and I didn't want to just get rid of what was hidden. And so I just cut it and I put it to the side. So I am a big fan of dimension on my layouts, and most of my pictures get fun foam. Now I don't know if it's acid free, and that doesn't really bother me. If the pictures get a little yellow, I guess, well, they can watch the YouTube video maybe if YouTube is even still around. So hopefully they'll enjoy the picture at some other point if this fun foam does something to it. So the fun thing about the fun foam is you can cut it into any little size you can. Before I started watching YouTube, I would buy the little circles or the little squares from Michael's or wherever and have to cut those apart. But I love the fact that I can just get a big strip and it's adhesive and I can cut it to what size I need, and then poof, my picture has dimension or my embellishment or whatever I'm putting it on. So because I put the picture on the fun foam, I needed to put some on the sew because it's hanging off the picture, and I decided to pop up that "You are wonderful." Yeah, "You are wonderful" as well. And I have a few tiny pieces of this washi tape left from my kit, and I was really hoping to get it on the layout, but it is not on this layout. It will be saved for another one. So this is the same thing with the sew, is this cute little camera is gonna go on top of the picture. So I need to put the fun foam so that they're all the same size. I have 2 of these resin hearts, or not hearts, flowers left. And I'm going to add one to the top cluster and one to the bottom cluster. And I do have to say that I love me some resin flowers. I have a whole jar of them. And if my jar has even the littlest bit of space left, I will order more. That jar has to stay full at all times. So I got these beautiful hearts. Some of them kind of look like sequins, and then some of them are just the outlines. They are just beautiful. And so I am going to sprinkle them all the way in a diagonal down the page. And that's what I'm doing here. So I'm going to try and put a little, I want it to look like it literally just kind of sprinkled all the way down. And I loved the gold hearts so much that I pulled out these pretty little studio gold hearts that I got in my kit as well. And of course I have a ton of them. So I need to find a way to go through them. And since the gold sequins got sprinkled, I decided to sprinkle those ones as well. So to finish it off, I'm just gonna go through the sticker sheet again, add a couple of the sticker hearts, that cute little sticker on top that says ice cream, something, and happiness. And this was a root beer float, so it did have ice cream in it. So it definitely makes sense, or at least makes sense to me. My plan is to put this little label sticker on so that I can add the date. And that'll fit right under there, even though it kind of slid a little further than I wanted it to. And we'll put that lovely sticker back on. A few more little stickers I was thinking, but they weren't hearts, so it didn't quite work. Going through the rest of the things that I had pulled out just to make sure that I don't want to put them on there. I am playing with the idea of the balloons because it was a birthday, but I wasn't sure that I wanted to add that particular teal. Now this is that gold paint that I got in the kit, and I wasn't sure quite what I wanted to do with it, but I did want to add a little bit to the page. So I decided I was just going to put a little bit on the bottom and then a little bit on the top. But I was trying not to make a mess of my mat, which I'm pretty good at doing. So I just took those little pieces of wax paper that I had used to put the stickers on so that I could brush it completely off the page, and then it would go on to the wax paper instead. And I love how this turns out. Now, it looks like I'm almost done. And so I put it over to the side to dry. Well, I didn't realize that I had set it near my baby wet wipes. And so down there in the bottom, some of the color had bled through. So I end up adding a sticker that says "Today is Magic" right next to that "So Lovely." And that is actually to cover up my oops. So I got some close-ups coming up for you, and I really hope you enjoy this layout. I absolutely love it, and I love this collection. There is the "Today is Magic" sticker to cover up my oops. So remember to wear your crown and check out the Secret Not So Secret Kit Club. I'll leave a link below, and we'll see you next time. Bye!